Hello, welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. I'm Ellen, and today I am making pumpkin pie soap. And so the ingredients that I have, I'm going to have a crust layer for the crust of my pie, then the main body of the pumpkin pie, and I want to do some frosting on top for whipped cream on top of our pumpkin pie. And for the fragrance today, I'm using Pumpkin Party from Nurture Soap. It smells really good. Not a lot of bells and whistles. It's just a really sort of roasty pumpkin smell, which is fabulous. I'm hoping it sticks around in this soap. For my crust color, I'm going to use ground sage, which gives it sort of a toasty color in there. So that'll be my crust. For the main body, I have organic pumpkin puree, which I've water discounted to accommodate for my pumpkin in there. And I think I'm going to put the pumpkin in everything, but for the coloring in the main body, I have organic turmeric powder and pumpkin pie spice. So that'll be the main body. Then I'm going to take off a little bit for the whipped cream topping, put a little titanium dioxide in there. That is what I have going today. I am going to try my soap piping again. If you've been following along with me, you know I'm not a super excellent soap frosting person, but I'm learning. So that's the plan for today. It's a little ambitious, but I'm going to gather everything together. My oils and butters are melted and cooled. My lye solution does have tussa silk fiber and a little sodium lactate in it, and that is cooled and ready to go. So I'm going to get my safety gear on, and we'll come back and make some pumpkin pie soap. If you enjoy watching my videos, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe. That would be wonderful. And I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. If you want more up-to-date soap pictures and things that I'm up to in the studio, you can go check that out too. Thank you. All right, so what I've got in my oils is all my additives. I have my organic colloidal oats, my kaolin clay, and the fragrance. And now I'm going to go ahead and add the pumpkin to this, because I decided since I water discounted, I just want it in everything. And I don't think the color is going to disturb the frosting or anything. That's how I'm doing it. So, there we go. I'm going to get the pumpkin buzzed into my oils before I add my lye water. All right, now I'm going to pull my stick blender out and hand stir the lye solution to start with, just, you know, to make sure we got things in hand, because I've got 3 layers going on. Oh, also for my crust layer, my husband cut down one of these little frosting combs. You can get these on Amazon. I'll put a link in the bottom. And so I just wanted a pretty little edge on my crust on the bottom. So I'll be using that. So let's get our lye water with tussa silk and sodium lactate poured in here. I do use sodium lactate almost every time now. I used to not use it, but I found with the slab molds that I'm using, I really do like the way that it unmolds better, and the corners don't get knocked off quite as easy. It just makes a firmer bar coming out of the mold. I don't know if long term if it's firmer. I'm not sure if it actually makes your bar harder after the cure or not, but I know it does initially. When you first unmold it, it's definitely firmer. So I have my little container for my sagey crust. So see how the pumpkin's turning sort of a brown color, and I'm hoping that the turmeric and the pumpkin pie spice will give it a nice color in the middle. Alrighty, and we are getting very firm. Wow, so let's see if we can even get this done. I may have to forego the frosting. And I'm going to do a little more for the crust. Yep, we are definitely getting firmed up here. What in the world? Well, we're going to try. There's that. Let me see if I can whisk that in. You're coming along with me here. For my little sage crust, I think I'll do a little more. There we go. I'm going to try and get this in the mold. Good heavens, we got soap on a stick going here. We sure enough do. Let me see if I can get this spread around in the bottom, and we'll just take it from there and see how we do. Mercy. Wow. I have not had that happen in a while. Try and get this spread around in here. If you're with me here. Alright. I'm going to bang this on the ground and try to get any air bubbles out. Alright, I am going to go ahead and try and run my little comb through here. Just for a little interest, because I think it's pretty. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Oh my goodness, look at that. Well, I'm going to put a little over here for the frosting and see if we can work with it. We shall see. Now, let me see if I can loosen this up enough to even get it in here. Whoa, I have not had soap behaving badly. It's kind of like soap gone wild. Oh, and I forgot to add my turmeric. I'm going to literally get in here and scoop this back out. All right, now here's all my turmeric and additives. I'm going to throw that in there. We're just going to try and work with this here. I know it's crazy, but I'm going for it. You know, what have I got to lose? It's just soap. And if against all odds this turns out really pretty, won't that be delightful? There we go. Now, I'm going to actually take this and try to scoop that out. This is the thickest soap batter I've ever played around with. Mercy. All right. There we go. In there. Okay, take two. All right, here we go. It's like working with Play-Doh. Now I think my biggest concern is going to be to not get air bubbles in here. If I'm able to get them all smoothed out and tapped out, that would be great. But when you work with soap this thick, it's almost inevitable that you're going to have some air bubbles in there, but we will just try. All we can do is try. Oh my, I'm making a splashy old mess here. All right. And I'm sort of chopping in there because I want to like get out the air bubbles. All right, now I'm going to bang this on the ground a little and see if I can tap out any air bubbles in there. I'm going to try and smooth this out a little. And we're just going to proceed forward and see if I can get some whipped cream topping made. We shall see. Boy, this soap's being a stinker. Smells great, and it's a real pretty orange color. So we'll see if that sticks around, huh? Let's see what we do with this. Good heavens. Got my titanium dioxide here, because I definitely want to lighten it up. We'll see if we can do this. I don't even know if it'll stick blend. There we go. I'm going going to hand stir the rest of this here, just so I can see what I'm doing. All right. Well, I actually think it might be piping consistency. So let me get this cleaned up a little, and we'll get this in the piping bag and see what we can do. Mercy, I did not intend for this to kind of go down like this, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, wow, that was, we got it in the mold. Did not go as planned, but my goodness. So, I am going to spray this with rubbing alcohol, and we shall see tomorrow how this bad boy came out. Soap behaving badly. Let's see it tomorrow. All right, it's the next day, and let's see how my extremely fast-moving pumpkin pie soap here came out. Oh my, it was a bit of a nightmare yesterday, but hey, it's just soap. I think I'm gonna be dealing with some air bubbles in here. I'd be surprised if I'm not. Yeah, I can see them already, but it's all right. We'll just see how it goes in here. All right, so you can see some of the air pockets on the sides already. So let's get inside and see what we've got. You can see a little bit of the crust on there, but and it's dark. You can see around the edge it's going to cure out a little darker. But not quite what I planned, but it's okay. They smell pretty good, actually. So I'm going to show you a little trick that I learned from a fellow YouTuber. So see that little air bubble right there? So I'm just shaving the sides, and I'm going to try and find a little shred that's about the same color. And because, I mean, I just sliced these. They were made yesterday. And you make like a little soap dough out of the shavings. It's very pliable. And you just sort of mash it in there, smush it, and then swipe away the extra, and the holes filled in. So I'm trying to patch up. Okay, here's one with, that one has a big hole in it and the sides. So let me get this one trimmed up, and we'll see if we can fill in those holes and salvage some of these. Because even though the colors, the layers didn't turn out exactly how I wanted, these smell wonderful, and they're great bars. That organic pumpkin is really good stuff. So, all right, let me see, I don't need the white. So I'm gonna pull out some shavings here that are the right color. All right, set that down. And I'm just mashing them into little balls. Alright, so you see the holes there? So I have my little mashable soap ball here. Get it nice and pliable and just stick it in there and mush and scrape off the excess. And then I'll show you how so it's in there. Oh, I need a little more. And you really do have to work it into a little, like a Play-Doh consistency before you mash it. So, put it in there. All right, so now just sort of mashing it around, feeling that it's smooth. Okay, now I'm going to take a damp washcloth and just smooth it out. And I could even take a planer on this. And I don't want fingerprints on there, so I'm going to come along with my rubber glove. So I still have one more little hole, but now you can see it's a complete bar. And these little shreds will just cure right on in there like it never happened. So let's see if I can get that last one in. There we go. No more holes. Now I have one more hole on the front here. Let's see if I can get a nice piece, the right color. It's just kind of pesky, but you know what? This is worth it. If I can salvage these bars to where I think that they are aesthetically pretty enough to sell, then I haven't made an entire batch just for my family, which, you know, if I did, that wouldn't be the worst thing. But I would like to be able to market these if I can. There we go. And filled in the hole. So there's that side. It had holes. The color's very modelly, but kind of goes along with the whole thing. So that's going to dry out. You won't see that. But I think that's a presentable bar. You can kind of see the crust layer. So because it was so thick, my sage didn't mix in very well and the turmeric, so it's very modelly looking. But I think they're cute. And if I repair the holes on the sides, I think these are going to be fine. So I'm going to just trim along and fill in the holes as I go here.